No, you cannot.
Hold up, man. Hold up, get off me. Officer, get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Oh, God.
Shut it off. Shut the thing off. Or
Ingram Park Mall authorities alerted San Antonio police on January 18, 2018, regarding an incident involving a police officer apprehended for shoplifting at Macy's.
Okay.
Resisting. I had my. I'm protecting my.
Who are you?
CPD.
Okay. We're out of.
That's what I was holding.
Okay, out of where? What office?
Mental health.
The woman arrested and experiencing the consequences is Stephanie Solis, who has worked as a police officer for 9 years. She gave a really stupid excuse when asked why mall security suspected her of shoplifting.
I went out there to use the phone.
Can I get a sergeant to my location? Okay.
Where's my purse? Look, all my cash is in there. Right there.
Okay. So let's go to the office.
All I was doing was
312, just let them know we're
going
going to be in the loss prevention office and we're just going to be waiting in there for the time being. One step at a time, okay? If there's nothing, then it's nothing. But you know as well as I do how we have to deal with it, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I wasn't resisting. I was holding my.
And that may be, but we still got to.
But according to the store security, there's a different side to the story, and it turns out Stephanie had a busy day.
You're on camera?
Yeah, on the CCTV. Selecting this one. She already had this one. We got a call from the associate that she was walking away with it. Just standard, we start watching them once they walk away from the area. She goes downstairs, and she goes to the home department. At this point, he starts floor surveillance, and we got her concealing this one and this one into the bag. In the home department, she exits the home department and then goes towards the men's fragrance, and then she selects this one and walks straight out with it. And then at that point, we approached her and identified ourselves, and she started resisting from there.
But you got her. But this is when you got her back in the store, right? Because we'd already seen her walk out.
Okay, so she walked out, and y'all escorted her back in, and now she's struggling.
To sum it up, they also discovered a lot of illicit substances in her bag. It appears Stephanie has been in trouble like this before.
A San Antonio police officer accused of shoplifting while off duty, now facing more serious allegations. A search warrant obtained by our defenders accusing Officer Stephanie Solis of taking thousands of dollars of perfume from a victim while in uniform.
This corrupt cop had set up a fake operation on a woman in 2017 and took $5,000 worth of perfume. What did she do with the stolen items?
Prior to her shoplifting arrest, shows Solis trying to sell items at a discounted price, including several perfumes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like seeing your officer's name pop up here or anywhere else, so it's unfortunate that this is happening.
All of this was to support her substance habit, but it seems like the law wasn't strict enough because the theft charge got dropped. Stephanie only admitted guilt for having substances. She got 4 years of probation and got kicked out of the department. I'm not sure what's more shameful, getting caught by a mall cop or the stupid expression she had. On July 12, 2021, Key West deputies were called to a very strange theft incident in the early hours.
There was a car parked here. I guess the time go over or something. He didn't pay it all. Car got booted, which I've seen you do before. He removed the whole wheel of his car, put it in his trunk.
Yeah, he had a hydraulic jack in the back. He jacked it up.
Is it a pickup truck or something?
Big jacked up Dodge.
And then he put a new tire on and then drove away.
If you're curious about who could conceive such a scheme, it's this guy, Edward Allen Swagger, a Monroe County deputy who should certainly have more sense.
What's the guy want? Because the guy didn't tell me a price for getting my boot off.
So what'd you do?
Changed my tire.
So you took the tire off your truck?
I asked him, I said, how much is it? He goes, I'll tell you in a minute. He kept scrolling this thing. I said, dude, it's going to be quicker for me to change my tire than you tell me that. He's like, well, the cops are coming. That's what he told me.
So you just decided to grab your stuff and leave? Like, is that reasonable?
Yeah. I mean,
speak about it. Think about it. Is that reasonable?
Listen, I will pay him, whatever.
Well, we're past that now. We're past that point. You know that we're past it, right? Like you obviously know.
Okay.
No. So here's the thing. Is it reasonable for your car to get booted for you to...
And the guy not tell me how much it is?
He was in the process, like you just said, of scrolling through his thing, getting everything done. It's a private company that booted your car, and instead of
for
waiting,
eating that sushi song.
Instead of waiting, yeah, where were you parked?
Sushi song.
What stop? What parking lot? Sushi song.
The back part, the old Denny's parking lot.
Did you pay for it through the attendant? Yeah. So, reasonably, when you get booted from a spot, you don't just change your tire and then leave on it. Like that's very, very unintelligent thing to do. It is.
All right, so what does he want? What does he want?
He doesn't want anything. Right now, we're waiting. We're going to meet with him and see what he wants. If he wants to charge you with theft, you're going to get arrested for theft because you stole his.
Instead, he continued to offer foolish explanations.
You know what? Yeah, I f***ed up. So, you know what? I f***ed up. 5 minutes, and he was like 10 minutes later. I'm already pissed off that my truck's booted because I was there for who knows how long, waiting on food or waiting to get a seat. And then he goes, oh, let me find out how much it is. And he's scrolling. And he's like, and I said, dude, this is ridiculous. I said, you know what? I changed the tire and I left, dude. Like, if he wants $100, then I'll give him $100. I'll go to the bank right now and give him $100 cash. I don't give a but it's just f***ed up that they don't have a big ass sign at the entrance. They have little f***ing signs behind where you park, and everybody thinks that's Denny's parking lot.
After waking his father up, the officer warned them that Edward would face arrest if the man decided to press charges, which didn't sit well with this entitled cop.
You know what happens with that, Dad? If that happens, you don't let them in the yard. They got to get a search warrant for the house to get the because I already got the out of my truck, so it's fine.
I mean, if you want to go that route, it's a lot more complicated than that.
No, it's fine.
I don't know how much you know about all that stuff, but it is a lot more complicated. I know you're a deputy. I know you think you're really up to date with it, but it's a lot more complicated than just not letting us in the yard. Because if we're gonna get a search warrant, we clear that house, and every living thing in that house gets pulled out and sat out here, and we secure it, which means it's gonna cause an inconvenience for the entire household.
And is that what you really want?
The thing is, I'm telling you right now. Listen, I will give the guy his boot back. I will pay him $100 right now, whatever it is.
We're not on the bartering system.
I know that. But you know what's up is that he has tiny ass signs. They're not at the front.
The person whose boot Edward stole wasn't just interested in getting the boot back. They had more in mind, and Edward was about to learn that the hard way.
My sergeant just wants me to ask you, do you want to press charges on this for theft, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'd like to use a jackass to do something.
So press charges for sure. Okay, now next thing is how much is the boot valued at?
The boot itself, he owes me $61 plus the boot. The boot I think I paid like $40 for.
So the boot, just the value of the boot, because it's what he stole.
$40.
$40.
Yeah, I mean you stole parking too.
Yeah. Okay.
Technically. But
yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, physical property.
So $61 in parking and $40 for the boot.
Your hands behind your back.
Yeah. Yeah. Going to jail.
Where's your car? Let's go, buddy.
This entitled cop believed he had all the power, but Edward's dad had no intention of getting caught up in his son's nonsense.
We'll go get it. It's not how it works.
Is that your trailer? Okay, and you're telling us that we can go in there and get it out of the trailer with you? Okay. Yeah, I'm very glad that you're being reasonable with us because we were about to pull everybody out of the house and I was going to call in detectives and write a search warrant on the house. We have a job to do and we're going to do it the right way, so that would be a big truck tire with a boot. And again, you're the owner of this trailer?
Want me to help you with it?
What's your name though again, sir?
Randy.
Randy Swagger, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
And Sergeant Corey. Again, appreciate your cooperation with us and that we didn't have to go a different route of doing this. So, absolutely. Yeah, we're going to need to recover that. You don't need to, Officer Malik is a big, strong man. He can bring that up if you don't mind, please.
That's fine, okay.
We can make this gentleman do that.
I can't believe my son would do something like this.
And how did Edward react to this turn of events? Edward Swagger was charged with theft, but there's no update on the case or whether he's been dismissed from his job. On October 1st, 2020, fashion executive Saleh Bembry was approached by an officer while simply walking down the street, minding his own business. What followed next from the officer is truly remarkable.
Yeah, just real quick, man, so we were over here and we saw you walk across the red hand over here, so we just wanted to make sure, like, what's going on? How come you did that? You don't want to wait for the light?
What did I do? I'm like a little startled.
Right here, Rodale?
Oh, I jaywalked, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So we saw you, but we were going to stop you over here, but then we decided we were just going to come this way and talk to you. How come you did that, man?
I jaywalked. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say.
Okay, well, just because the area you did it, you see how there's a bus and stuff like that? We get a little...
I've just been GPSing and trying to figure out where I'm going.
Okay, do you have any ID on you by chance, man? Without reaching into your pockets, you don't have any weapons or anything, right?
I don't. I'm like super nervous because.
No, I get you, man. That's why I'm not putting you in handcuffs or anything.
You want to take my phone or something like that?
No, you can hold on to it.
Right.
I don't want to.
So what do you want me to do right now?
I just wanted to see if you had any ID, but without reaching into your pockets.
I do have an ID.
Awesome. Do you have any weapons or anything?
I do not.
The officer made Salehi seem like a criminal, but he's actually a famous fashion executive known worldwide. Then the officer asked Salehi to show ID without him reaching into his pockets, which is both funny and impossible.
Do you mind if I just
You can do whatever you need to do, man. I'm just nervous. Can I put down my phone at least?
Absolutely, yeah. No worries, man. What's your name?
Salehi.
I'm Officer Krug, man.
Nice to meet you, bro.
I'm just gonna check to make sure you don't have any weapons if you don't mind, okay? Face that way real quick. Put your hands behind your back, palms together like you're praying. Awesome, thank you. All the way like you're praying, Interlace them. Spread your feet. Cool, man. Don't want to mess up those shoes. Those are pretty nice. You said I can search you, right?
You do whatever.
Cool, man.
This is just embarrassing.
Well, what we like to do, like when we stop someone, we just to make sure you don't have any weapons or anything. We just like to.
Feels a little excessive, bro. What's unfortunate is like I literally designed the shoes that are in this bag, and I'm being like searched for. Really? Yeah, I do.
That's why I'm not. That's why, like I said, man, you're not in handcuffs or anything. I'm just talking to you right now, okay?
Salehi was detained and searched by blatantly racist officers under the evidently false suspicion that he might be carrying a weapon.
I do, and I'm just walking down the street. That's a little ridiculous.
Well, like I told you the why, right? Just because.
I understand, but the pat down feels excessive. So what else can I do for you guys?
No, just relax, man. Like I said, you
can
just
turn around.
Absolutely, yeah. It was just to make sure you didn't have any weapons or anything. I'll just leave it down for now. Well, we'll be done. So I just want to see if you had any ID on you, sir. Is it in here?
Yes, it is.
Do you mind if I just pull it out? Yeah. Okay. How do you say your first name, sir? Salehi. Just want to run him real quick, partner, make sure everything checks out okay.
Can I take my phone, please, now? It's like clearly a phone. Is that at least okay?
No, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, if that makes you feel more comfortable, absolutely. Take a look at it.
The way the cop is treating Salehi is clearly making him visibly uncomfortable. They even confiscated his ID and scoured their database in a desperate attempt to find any justification to handcuff him.
Yeah, if that makes you feel more comfortable, absolutely. Take a look at it.
I have to record this because I just don't feel comfortable with that.
Well, just because right now you are being detained, just because we're talking to you, and we don't know, not saying that you would do this, but people have called and they have friends come and then it becomes an officer safety
I'm literally
issue.
just going to record right now. That's all I'm doing. You see it's recording and that's all I'm doing because I feel, you hear it in my voice, I'm uncomfortable, I'm nervous. You understand the climate that we're in?
No, I understand. Is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable?
Not
you're
really,
not in handcuffs or anything,
not
right?
Really. Like your boys are pulling up, I'm uncomfortable. I'm not making any like fast movements, but this is uncomfortable for me. Huh?
Are we making any comments?
No, but this is uncomfortable for me. I just want to get to my car, so I'm just going to hit record for you.
Yeah, hey, whatever you want to do, sir. But like I said, you understand why we stopped you, correct? And you admitted to jaywalking?
So I'm in Beverly Hills right now, and I'm getting searched for shopping at the store I work for, and
see now what you're doing is you're making it completely different to what we just talked about.
Guys,
you're making a completely different narrative.
You check my ID. What's going on? Do I have anything on the record?
You're good to go, sir.
I'm good to go. That's why.
Yeah, man. But listen, so you can't jaywalk, correct? You
understood? Yeah. Can I have my stuff back, please?
But you see how you just switched that complete narrative?
Nah.
You were talking to us saying,
you
can search me.
Am I good to go?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, you guys have a good
Next time, don't change the narrative like that, though.
After this incident, civil rights attorney Ben Crump, recognized for representing George Floyd's family, accuses racial discrimination through a task force known as Operation Safe Street and Rodeo Drive Task Force. The lawsuit refers to recent department data indicating that 105 out of 106 arrests made by the task force were of African American individuals, with the remaining one being Latino, sparking significant concerns about racial profiling. On January 23rd, 2020, Kenna Settles was on his way to his brother's house. He was a man with mental illness and had just attempted to refill his prescription at a pharmacy. However, his journey was abruptly interrupted when Garfield Heights officers Michael Malik and Robert Pitts arrived and quickly displayed hostility.
Come here. Hey, please! You green pants! Right here. You, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're being detained.
What's going on?
Listen, why didn't you stop when I asked you to? No, you didn't stop. Hands in the car.
It turns out that a man Kenta had tried to talk to at the pharmacy felt threatened and called 911. However, instead of listening to Kenta's side of the story, the officers tackled him to the ground and began to physically assault him.
Spread your feet. Spread your feet.
All right. Put your hands behind your back.
God, hold your hold on.
Lock it up!
might imagine that this man was attacking the police, but in reality, it was the officers who were assaulting him.
Yep. Nose might be broke.
There you go.
All right.
But simply handcuffing Kenta wasn't enough for these officers. They also felt the need to hurl insults and profanities at him.
What happened? He hit you? All right.
Piece of shit.
You're bleeding down there too.
Shut up! You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in the law.
Are you crying? Oh, poor baby, you shouldn't hit cops, you
Mike.
God.
Step away.
What's your name?
My name can't tell you.
Where's the complaint if you call it?
I don't think I hurt my hand.
Well,
He was in the area.
One of the officers, after repeatedly striking someone on the head, injured his hand in the process. Despite this, the most absurd part was that they still hadn't informed the person of what he was being accused of doing.
I hope y'all had fun tonight. I hope y'all had fun tonight.
No, we did not have fun.
Hold on.
This isn't our idea of fun.
Confused out of me. I was like, what the?
Open your leg.
Mm-hmm. Do me like that out of nowhere. Was that fair?
All you had to do was stop and talk to us and none of this would have happened.
You didn't ask me to talk.
I wasn't even here.
Right. You weren't here.
Right.
The officer falsely claimed in their report that the 911 caller had accused Kenta of trying to enter the man's vehicle. As a result, Kenta was charged with felonious assault of a peace officer and obstructing official business, and he was held in jail on a $250,000 bond for several months. It wasn't until a prosecutor reviewed the body cam footage 5 months later that the extent of the officer's misconduct was uncovered. The charges against Kenta were then dismissed. Subsequently, Kenta sued the city and the officers involved, ultimately settling the lawsuit for $750,000. In Nagata, Connecticut, Officer Nicholas Cajos got into a high-stakes pursuit following an attempted robbery at the local stopping shop. However, what began as a standard arrest turned chaotic as Officer Cajos used excessive force.
Shut it off! Shut the thing off! Or shut it off!
Okay, we have a vehicle boxed in, and it drove up on the grass, took off the highway to speed, and struck off your key off this cruiser.
As Officer Cajos faced the suspect, tensions escalated rapidly. Instead of employing de-escalation techniques, he chose aggression, repeatedly using a taser on the suspect without considering his safety.
You better stop! You better stop! On the ground! On the ground! On your stomach! On your stomach now! On your stomach now! Stomach! How many times did I tell you? I'm done. I'm done, sir. I'm done. Put your hands behind your back now. Sorry. I'm sorry. John, you still got one in the car. I got this guy taken care of.
Frightened and bewildered, the suspect begs for leniency, while Officer Cajos persists in his aggressive actions. Despite the suspect's desperate pleas, Officer Cajos remains indifferent, his use of force seemingly unchecked. The suspect's cries become increasingly desperate, overshadowed by the sound of the electric shocks.
You know what happened? Put your... All right, you didn't know... Please, put your hand behind your back now! Hang on. Don't do that no more. Then stop complying, Paul. Behind my back. Shut the up. Sorry. Sorry. You're an idiot, you know that? You turned a larceny into a felony. I didn't know what happened. Shut the...
Even upon the suspect's surrender, Officer Cajos persisted in his aggressive behavior, motivated by a dangerous mix of arrogance and indifference towards human life. This serves as a sobering reminder that possessing a badge does not guarantee justice, and when authority is wielded irresponsibly, the results can be catastrophic.
You may be sorry to me, sorry to yourself. I know. Officer, I think I myself. Yeah, you probably did. I'm sorry, okay, officer? Tony! All right, stand up.
I got you, sir.
Get up. Use your legs. Stand up. Try hard. Tasing 3 times. Get it. Shut up.
Once the chaos subsided, the suspect emerged from the encounter bruised, battered, and psychologically scarred. Meanwhile, Officer Cajos enjoys paid leave, shielded from accountability by qualified immunity, highlighting the systemic issues entrenched within police departments across the country. The use of excessive force by this officer certainly warrants scrutiny and concern. Check out this video of a police officer losing it for no apparent reason. On March 10, 2022, Linda Trapp, a homeless individual, was released from the emergency department at St. Joseph East after a fall that caused her to hit her head. She needed a negative COVID test to return to her shelter, or she'd have to sleep outside in the cold. Instead of assisting her with that, the hospital staff decided to call 911 to remove her. Really compassionate, huh?
She's what?
She's threw off the floor out here and started punching people in her room.
Oh, okay. Hello. What's going on? It's time for you to leave.
I guess can't get a negative COVID test.
Huh?
I have to have proof of a negative COVID test.
Okay, well, it's time for you to leave.
And go where?
Huh?
Jail, I guess.
I'm not taking you to jail. You need to leave. I'll drag you out and throw you out on the sidewalk. You just want somewhere to sleep tonight. That ain't gonna happen. No, it ain't. Come on, I'll drag you out. If you want to call my bluff, go ahead.
I don't think I would mess with him.
Linda didn't hesitate to call out Lexington police officer Miles Foster for his threatening behavior.
Huh?
Hurt me.
Hurt you?
I guess.
Hurt
Going
me.
to.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Drag me out by your gloves.
Yeah, 'cause you got stuff coming out of your mouth.
I don't give a god. These people won't give me a negative COVID.
You don't need a negative COVID test to stay on the
Yes,
street.
I do.
Not to live on the street, no, you don't.
I'm pretty sure.
Stay at Catholic.
Don't you guys do it when you guys come in? Don't you guys
It's
do
a
test
big
when you come
deal.
in?
It's a really big deal.
Sorry, we should have done it.
Didn't they do one when you came in? Is that all you want is a COVID test?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take you somewhere for a COVID test. Let's go.
The hospital staff didn't fare much better either.
You're a liar.
I mean, you can't try to hit me and Kate tonight. So we
You sure did.
Me and Kate could send you to jail if we wanted to because you tried to hit us. So I would
With
leave
what?
while you're with your hand. So I would leave while you're ahead. Because we could press charges on you and that's felony. So you take your
Press
choice.
charges on you all too.
Well, you do that and then I'll do mine.
Where's my cane at?
Let's go.
Just
He's gonna lead the way.
Come on.
Follow him.
I had a cane.
We'll get you a cane some other time, okay? You're good.
Have a cane. Thieves and liars.
That'll be the nicest thing I hear today. Here, put your jacket on. It's cold out there. Let me hold your paper. I'll hold your paper. How about that? Let's walk.
I had
Let's
my
walk.
cane.
Come on, let's walk.
You heard
Let's walk.
that. She had her cane.
She said you didn't have one. Let's walk.
She just said I had my
She
cane.
said last time when you hit it at the other.
I didn't hit anybody.
All right. Well, I'm not here for that. Let's go.
I've never hit anybody.
All right. I trust you.
I've never hit anybody.
Come on.
I'd like to.
Yeah,
I
me too.
haven't.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't.
Got to restrain that. All right. Let's go.
I have not. I can't walk down hills. I can't.
Linda, with her pre-existing knee condition from the fall, couldn't access shelter, but Miles remained indifferent to her plight.
Go back there now.
Can't go back where? Come on.
We stuck outside.
It ain't that cold tonight. You'll be all right. I'm not taking you to jail, so you need to go.
Do I have to go outside
Yes, you have to go outside.
and stay outside?
Yes. Where do you live at? You homeless? I never met you before. I'm not
African
new to this side of
Center.
town. Huh?
You just lied to me.
I didn't lie to you.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
You
you
said I'm not
did.
taking you to jail.
You did.
No. Come on.
No, you're not. No.
All right.
Hey, no, you cannot.
You want to go to jail?
I didn't. No.
Come on. I'm not
You
trying. I do
said-
not want to hurt you. Do you want to
You
ride
said
somewhere?
something
I'll try to
about
get you
St.
a
Joe.
ride. Huh? I didn't say nothing about them. You're at St.
Good
Joe.
Sam.
You're at St. Joe. I didn't say I was going to give you a ride there.
Good Sam.
Come on.
I'll go out.
Where's she gonna go?
I'll go on my own.
You wanna go? All right, let's go.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right, we're not
You
touching
want?
you. Go. If I touch you again, you're going to cut. And you're gonna get hurt because I'm gonna put you on the ground.
Linda.
Nowhere.
Linda Trey.
Bye bye.
I've never even read this girl that on your website.
No, we didn't take her.
Yeah.
For.
Because if she ends up falling or anything on property, then we'll have to bring her right
Yeah,
back.
we need her to take like Harrisburg Road.
Yeah, I'm ready to take her down to the bus stop and get over.
Am I saying, please?
There ain't have
You
one.
don't have
Go.
a cane, Linda.
Go get.
I brought a cane.
Go find a tree branch or something.
Joking about an elderly homeless woman is in poor taste, but there's more to come.
Liar. You're a liar.
320, 4C.
No, you're not gonna hurt me.
Go ahead and start at 1060.
What? No! What the you just do? Because I said I wanted my cane, you broke my knee. You broke my kneecap.
Should have
You
listened. I
broke my
gave you plenty of
kneecap.
warrants.
Oh, God!
Told you to leave. Refuse to listen.
Without any prior warning, this erratic cop forcefully took Linda down and proceeded to blame her for the situation.
I don't mess around, Linda. Or whatever your name is. Next time you see me, you better not act like this.
Who does this guy even think he is? Linda was taken back to the hospital, which unfortunately had incompetent staff.
It's not just my face, it's my fucking left feet.
Your name's fine.
No, it's not.
Oh, really?
No, it's not fine. It's most definitely not fine.
Okay.
It's not fine. I'm not worried about that.
Your name's fine.
No, it's not.
Yeah, let's.
Can you check?
Yeah, well, if you just want to work your way around here.
I can't walk.
Yeah, you can. You stood up as soon as.
Oh,
yeah.
boy!
Oh, Lord Jesus, shut up. Sit back. Sit back.
X-ray it. X-ray my knee. X-ray my left knee.
320, 4C.
I'm okay.
X-ray my left knee.
All right.
Admit her, I appreciate it. Yeah, if not, she'll listen.
Or don't.
You can do that with your doctor in the office, okay?
I can't walk.
After a brief check, the doctor permitted Miles to take her to jail, where she faced charges of trespassing and resisting arrest. Subsequent x-rays showed she had a fractured leg. With medical expenses totaling $500,000, she filed a lawsuit against the department and the doctor. Officer Miles falsified his report to justify his actions, and the Lexington Police Department is turning a blind eye to his misconduct. Police were summoned to a sports rehab bar on May 22, 2022, due to a disturbance involving Michael Bishop. The altercation stemmed from Michael's friend being involved with Michael's girlfriend. Upon arrival, the officers continued to exacerbate the situation despite being aware of the man's distressing circumstances.
Hey, buddy. Hey. What's going on? You need medical attention? Okay?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Wait, can you find out what's going on? I'm still trying to.
Guy, the bottom line is,
Why don't we stand up here where it's not raining?
because I don't care.
The officers seemed offended when Michael refuted their assertion that he was elsewhere during the rain, resulting in their actions.
You want to me, dude?
Here. That's it.
Dude, go ahead. What are you doing, dude?
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not doing nothing.
Put your hands behind your back right now, or you're getting
I'm not
tased.
doing nothing.
Hands behind your back. No,
I'm not doing
hands
nothing.
behind your back.
What am I doing?
Put your hands behind your back.
Nothing.
Put your hands behind your back right now.
For what?
You're under arrest for resisting.
I'm not resisting anything.
You did.
The officers falsely accused him of resisting arrest and persisted in trying to force his hands behind his back, threatening to use a taser if he didn't comply. However, it appeared that this was merely an excuse, as they had already decided to use the taser on him.
Back up. On the ground.
For what?
For what?
Get on the ground.
What did I do?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Honey, what did I do?
Put your hands behind your back, right?
For what?
Get on the ground now. Get on the ground now.
What did I do?
I told you get on the ground. Get on the ground.
What did I do?
Get on the ground.
The officer's use of a taser seemed as trivial as wielding a toy weapon because, by that stage, multiple tasers had been deployed against an innocent man without justification.
Jesus Christ!
Get on the ground and go get it again.
Dude, I'm down.
Get on the ground.
Oh my God. I'm down.
Just don't move.
I'm down. I didn't do anything.
Hands behind your back. Shut your mouth.
Do anything.
He was pepper sprayed, forcefully handcuffed, and taken into custody, all without being informed of the grounds for his arrest.
Walk to your left. You gotta walk to your left. There's a little step here. Don't fall into the... I know. Go ahead, take a seat in there, boss. Go on. All right, all the way in.
Get out of my bar! I'm the owner. I'm telling her to get out.
Don't leave. Keep going.
That's my boyfriend, and he's a psycho. I need my car keys from him.
Okay, you're gonna have to wait on it. All right.
I need my car keys.
Stay over here.
What's that, man?
The guy that I cuffed,
Yeah.
I've arrested him for domestic battery.
Okay. Yeah, you going, Joe?
I don't mean to be a little bit. Listen, we've all been there, so don't worry about it.
It's unclear whether the officers faced charges or were placed on paid leave. However, Michael was charged with felony battery on a law enforcement officer. He pleaded no contest and received a sentence of 1 day in jail, 15 months of probation, mandatory anger management classes, and fines exceeding $1,000. This case leaves room for interpretation, as Michael may bear some responsibility in certain situations. On October 27, 2020, an auditor and YouTuber by the name of Delaware Defender was photographing a chicken plant in Hurlock when someone contacted the police. Officer Lee arrived promptly to investigate the situation.
Just getting some pictures. Yeah. I'm just working on a little news story. I'm just working on a little news story. About the health and food industry and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
You working for a company or?
No, I'm just independent. Trying to get my own thing going.
Okay. I just had someone call in saying you're just riding around with a camera, that's all.
I'm sure. I'm surprised. No one even came out, so I'm surprised. Usually they'll come out and harass me for a little bit before they call you guys. Yeah. But
they might sooner or later.
They might, yeah, I don't know, so.
Okay.
All right.
I was just wondering what you was up to.
You're good, man.
What's your name?
I'm not giving any ID today.
No ID?
Nah, you're good, man.
All right.
Appreciate it, man. What was your name?
Officer Lee.
Lee, thank you, sir.
Officer Lee acted respectfully and did not engage in any unlawful behavior. He swiftly departed once he realized that the auditor was simply exercising his constitutional rights. However, shortly afterward, Corporal Garvey arrived on the scene with a completely different attitude.
What, did Lee not do a good enough job?
What's that?
Lee already responded out here.
You can't be on private property videotape.
What's that sticker say on it?
Yeah, that's Department of Transportation.
Well, yeah, the state of Maryland put this here.
Yeah, well, this here is private property. This
Not where I'm standing, dude.
Yes, it is. You got an ID on you?
Let's go. Arrest me.
I'm telling you, just to
arrest me. I'm not, because I'm not. This is a public street sign. Look at it. You're ridiculous. Lee was perfect. You just ruined it for you guys. You just ruined it. Garvey, you have a badge number?
Yeah, 0142.
Why did you ruin it?
Corporal Garvey appeared to be unaware of the distinction between public and private property. In contrast, the auditor offered a direct and courageous response, showcasing commendable resolve.
Trespassing.
Yeah, you're on private property, buddy.
This is a street sign.
Yeah, well, we're not playing
It's
that.
public property. I don't want to play it either. Arrest me.
I'm asking you for your identification.
Come on, I'm not going to resist you at all. I'm not giving it to you. I'll give it to you at the station. I want you to take it all the way. You think you're a bully? Then let's take it all the way.
I'm not a bully. I'm seeing what you're doing. You're on private property.
I already told Lee what I was doing.
Well, you told
I'm not on private property. You need to go look at the map.
Well, I'm telling you, you're on private property.
How do you know?
This is the road. That's the land. That's private property.
There's this thing called an easement, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't have to walk in the street. I can walk here. That's why these signs are here.
Yeah.
You're on private property.
The auditor was handling the situation admirably, standing firm against Corporal Garvey's assertions and not backing down from the possibility of arrest. Shortly thereafter, Officer Lee also became involved in the interaction.
What's that?
You hear this, dude? You were perfect. Why is he gonna ruin it for you guys?
He's not ruining nothing. You weren't on the property earlier, now you are.
I was in the same exact spot.
Hey, you were down the street.
You know what this is?
What's that?
A street sign. They can't put their street signs on Amick Farms property.
Okay.
So this cannot be Amick Farms property because there is a Maryland sign here. Okay. Come on, dude. Come on, Garvey.
One more time.
I'm not going to give it to you. I'll go. That's fine.
You got anything on you?
Not really, no. I got a phone and keys and a water bottle. This is ridiculous, guys.
Garvey lacked the authority to conduct a search as the auditor had not committed any crime. Nevertheless, the auditor could only look on in dismay as Garvey proceeded with the search.
You guys are a joke. Just a business card.
Delaware Defender.
That's me, brother. Why are you going in my pockets?
I actually got anything on you, you said no.
What do you... I just told you. A strap.
Strap?
That's it. That's a lens cap. You're making it difficult. Lee was perfect. I'm not trespassing. You're ridiculous. I'll go to jail for it because you're full of shit.
Okay.
There's no way that this is their property. It has a sticker on it because Maryland owns it. They don't stick it on other people's property.
You need to call the plant manager out here and tell you that you're on his property?
Get the property lines. Right. He's got no idea. Why are you listening to them? You're the police.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know. Clearly, you have no idea.
Get off the property.
I'm not on their property.
The auditor was correct, as the area he occupied was within the public road portion of the parcels. However, at that moment, it appeared the officers were unaware of the relevant laws and unwilling to listen. This is when Corporal Garvey presented him with another option.
Do you want me to stand in the street and get a ticket for...
Stand across the road.
That's their property too, then.
That's a public road right there. That's a road.
So is this.
You're not on the road, you're on the grass. That's
oh my God, you are ridiculous, Garvey. You want me to go on the other side of the street?
And I'm gonna ask you one more time for your name.
I'm not giving it, I'll move.
You have a lawful order to give me your name.
You asked me to leave, I'm gonna leave.
I gave you a lawful order to give me your name. So what is your name?
Oh my God, I guess I'm going to jail today, that's fine.
What is your name?
I'm going to jail, it's fine, let's go. I'm not giving it, I'm not trespassing. You can't arrest me for trespassing, because I'm not trespassing. This is not their property.
It's not, whose property is it?
It's an easement. This is county property, city property.
Tensions escalated when Corporal Garvey effectively detained the auditor, preventing him from moving elsewhere. This detention was entirely unlawful, since the auditor had no obligation to identify himself to the officers.
I don't want to be in the street because I can get hit by a car in the street. That's why there's an easement, so I don't get hit. I'm not.
Then what are you doing?
You think I'm on their property, Lee?
Yes.
Then why didn't you do something then?
Because you were down there at the end of the street. It wasn't their property down there. Now
how? They own the whole thing over there. They have the whole yard. I was ready.
You know the property lines too?
Well, I know where the easements are. But there's a sidewalk there that people are allowed to use.
It's a sidewalk. This isn't a sidewalk.
Well, there is no sidewalk. It's the same idea. Just because there isn't a paved piece of concrete here doesn't mean the same rules don't apply. I do this everywhere.
You do you? State, they apply?
Well, easement laws, yeah. I mean, the feetage might be different, but I'm not even 2 feet off the road here.
You were right up here when I seen you.
I was standing right in line with this piece of wood, right? I mean, I got it on video. I'm still videoing now.
So am I.
Well, it's great.
The conversation prolonged as the officers seemed unsure about their course of action. Their limited grasp of the law was swiftly highlighted by the courageous auditor in the ensuing moments.
So then what are you doing? So you're going to take me for failure to ID?
Yeah.
Well, what law am I breaking?
Failure to obey a lawful order. I've told you to give me your name.
Maryland is not a stop and ID state, Garvey. You have to accuse me of a crime. That's the Fourth Amendment, just flat out.
One, you're trespassing.
I'm not. You just said I'm not trespassing.
No, I said I'm not locking you up right now for trespassing.
Why? I just said to. This is ridiculous.
Because I'm trying to be easy with you here.
Have you ever heard of free press?
Yeah, I've heard of free press.
Bang, thank you. That helps me out a lot if this gets ugly. That helps me out a lot.
But that's not what your business card says.
It does. It's investigative journalist. Journalism is press. And it does say on there, free press needs to stay free. You didn't even read it.
Seeing the auditor not backing down and not willing to give up on his rights, the corporal resorted to the only option left for him.
And I want my rights respected. I'm out here Huh?
Yeah, you are.
You're trying to get my ID and violate my Fourth Amendment.
I have every reason. I have a lawful reason to identify you. You're on private property.
I wasn't. Then let's go for trespassing.
All right, well, turn around.
Oh my God, Garvey.
So you gonna give me your name now or not?
Well, let's wait till we get in there. Let's see your supervisor says something about this.
Supervisor.
You're the supervisor. Yeah, I guess I will then. We can just walk. I'm fine with walking.
No, we're not walking.
It's right there. I can see it.
Yeah, well, we're not walking. If we get hit by a car, then there you go trying to sue us again. So we're gonna put you in the car.
I can't believe this guy.
The auditor was arrested and transported to the police station. It's difficult to imagine being arrested under such circumstances without even setting foot on private property.
I'll be on their property, man.
But I'm escorting you.
Oh, so it's legal now.
I walk around like you belong. Not your head.
Yeah, I know. Can you do something with this water bottle? It's in the way of my hands here. Do you want to turn this camera off, or is it alright if I'm recording?
I'm recording too. So
Oh, okay. I'll keep it on. Hell yeah. I don't want to turn it off. It don't matter. I don't really care, dude. You're not trying to be my friend right now, dude. I know. So I don't give a sorry. This is unbelievable.
He was promptly released without any charges, but the police department waited 3 months before charging him with criminal trespassing and failure to obey a lawful order. The prosecutor dismissed the failure to obey charge, but pursued the trespassing charge. Delaware defender hired legal representation and contested the charge, ultimately being acquitted as the corporal lacked the authority to trespass him. He also stated his intention to file a lawsuit against the officers. However, there have been no updates from him, and he hasn't posted anything on his YouTube channel since. On February 8, 2023, News Nation reporter Evan Lambert attended a press conference hosted by Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. Lambert mentioned he was delivering a live report while the governor was speaking when police instructed him to lower his voice, resulting in a dispute.
Yes, you want me to file charges on you right now? Go ahead. I am allowed to be here. Did you not see that man put his hands on shut it down? You continued on. Go.
Now. Go. Now.
Or you can go to jail.
Sir. You want to go to jail for criminal trespassing?
Do
you want to go to jail for criminal trespassing? Do you understand?
You know how quickly our lawyers will get me out?
I don't care.
Sir, can we
I don't
talk?
care.
Just go outside.
Go.
Outside.
Out the doors.
Out the doors. Out the doors. By other media right here. I'm going to listen.
I don't care. You're going to walk out the door.
I'm going to listen.
You're going to walk out the door.
Do not touch mine out, sir.
You're going to walk out the door, or you're going to jail.
As Mr. Lambert insisted that other news reporters were also in attendance and that he had every right to be there, officers grew angry and escalated the situation.
You're going to walk out the door, or you're going to jail.
Do not touch me.
Sir, can we talk outside, please?
I am trying to listen.
Outside, please.
And he escalated with me. I am doing my job. This is covered by the First Amendment.
Excuse me, sir. I'm the building supervisor here. Please leave.
There you have it.
You're going to stand outside.
You are
or you're going to jail.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, out. Out. You're under arrest. Under arrest.
Mr. Lambert was positioned by the gate, trying to exit the auditorium, but officers opted to arrest him without providing any specific reason for their actions.
Okay,
Stop resisting! Stop this! Oh my God! Stop! You want to get this? This is so bad.
Put your leg behind your back. Lay flat. Lay flat, please.
You guys, he's a national correspondent. You cannot do this.
I'm a reporter with News Nation. It's all being recorded right now.
I hope it is. This is
Excessive
horrible.
force, because you can't talk to people about doing their jobs.
Oh my God, I cannot believe this.
What's that?
This is horrible.
This is what it's like to be a black reporter in 2023.
Evan, I'm so sorry. Evan, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Sia.
Roll over, sir. Just get up on your butt.
Can you please loosen this? Because
We will
it
as soon
hurts.
as you stand up. That one is a little tight, so we are
Oh my God.
Thank you very much.
This is horrible.
Can someone help me?
Yeah,
Evan, I'm sorry.
Mr. Lambert was arrested solely for carrying out his duties. To compound the situation, before his arrest, he was subjected to physical harassment by officers who forcibly threw him to the ground, resulting in injuries.
The reason why, I understand that. The reason why he is where he is, he was told to leave, he refused to leave. Okay. Then the building superintendent comes over and says, I don't want you here. Okay. He still refused to leave.
I didn't
So now
witness
he's arrested.
I didn't witness anything.
That's his own fault he's arrested. All he had to do was pipe up.
I didn't.
And he just kept on arguing with
All
us.
I'm telling you is from the television standpoint of
I understand what
it's
you're
just-
trying to do.
it's
I understand
television.
you guys have a
It's
job
just-
to do.
Yeah.
But when he's told to leave
understand.
by law enforcement, and does not,
I can't speak to that.
that's an
But
issue.
what I thought I might just be able to give you some insight on
I understand.
from my
No, I understand you guys have a job to do. I get it.
It's just
I get it. But when you're told to step out,
I
and
understand.
it even gets to the point where the building superintendent's coming over and saying, you need to leave.
I understand.
Even though Mr. Lambert was released later that night, he disclosed that charges of criminal trespass and disorderly conduct stemming from the arrest are still pending against him. It's regrettable how officers can arrest individuals simply for performing their jobs. In this footage, the initial officer wearing the body camera pulls over behind another officer. He exits the vehicle and proceeds to the passenger side of Kerry Jarvis's car. Meanwhile, the other officer begins questioning Jarvis, who responds promptly to the inquiries.
Yes, sir. Where you coming from? From the gas station. Where were you before that? The apartment right there.
Jarvis continues to answer their questions politely as he presents his documents. The officer asks if he has any weapons other than a knife in the car, to which Jarvis replies in the negative. The initial officer advises Jarvis not to make any sudden movements. They then inquire once more about who he was visiting at the apartment.
Who are you visiting over there? Dawn and Colin, the owner of the house. Which apartment was it? 208. Yes, sir. Sit tight. Yes, sir.
Jarvis demonstrates exceptional cooperation with the police officers. He even seeks permission before returning his documents to the pigeonhole of his car, which is granted by the first officer. As they wait for the second officer, Jarvis and the initial officer engage in conversation. Jarvis shares details about his past, including his time spent in prison.
Yeah, I've been staying out of trouble. I don't want no problems. Been working, doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
When's the last time you got in trouble?
Actually, I went to jail when I first got out of prison, and then they dropped the charge because it wasn't mine anyway.
When'd you get out of prison?
9 months ago.
9 months ago. What'd you serve time for? Selling drugs. What kind of drugs? What kind of drugs?
Crack.
Crack.
That's when I was young, though.
Okay. How long did you do?
6 years.
6 years for crack. I got you.
Before that, I did 13 years though.
So you've done what? A total of 19 years, all for narcotics.
But I done did. I finished my parole. Everything's been out working. I'm a saute chef at Bubba Gums.
You work at Bubba Gums? What'd you do there?
Saute chef.
Saute chef. Very nice.
I got 2 kids. I'm 40 years old now. I'm over.
Jarvis keeps chatting casually with the police officer for a few more minutes. Eventually, the conversation winds down, and as Jarvis waits quietly in the car, the first officer inquires if he's on probation. Jarvis replies no and reassures the officer that all his documents are in order and he's staying out of trouble. The officer asks once more to confirm that there are no weapons in the car. While they talk, the first officer asks Jarvis if the second officer explained the reason for the traffic stop.
Why he pulled you over?
Yeah, I didn't stop at the little thing right there, coming out of the thing.
Oh yeah, when you're exiting private property, crossing a state sidewalk or city sidewalk onto a city roadway, you must treat it like an actual stop sign, coming to a complete stop and then proceeding into the intersection. Also, you can't have this stuff hanging from your rear view. Because, I mean, per statute, it is illegal. Because it's technically obstructed driver's view. Because you can't have anything that didn't come with the vehicle, etc., hanging from the rear view mirror.
My bad.
Nah, you good, man. It's a minor, petty little thing.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. I can have these, though, right?
Yeah, you can have, like, your fresheners and stuff. Yeah, you just can't have, like, excessive bulky stuff hanging.
Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
Jarvis remains in his car, patiently waiting for the second officer to return. When the officer finally returns and hands him his ticket, he also asks for permission to search the car. However, Jarvis does not agree to this request.
You got anything like in here that I need to worry about? No, sir. Search the car? No, sir. No. You search the car? No, sir. For what? I didn't do nothing wrong with you. Just asking. You gotta ask. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. This is nothing. Huh? I didn't do nothing wrong with you.
So you said we can't search the car? Okay. Okay. Well, here's the thing. While my partner was behind you and prior to activating his lights and sirens, he observed furtive movements, which is movements into certain areas. So we're going to check where those movements were and only where those movements were, okay? You step out of the vehicle, please. Step out of the vehicle, please. Undo your seatbelt. Because we don't know if you're hiding weapons. Anything, man. We're doing our job, so we're just doing our job, sir. Please step out of the vehicle.
I didn't do nothing wrong, though, man.
Please step out of the vehicle. We observe furtive movements, so we are just doing our job.
Jarvis eventually exits the car and shows the officer that he is not carrying any weapons. The first officer then puts on gloves and walks to the driver's side of the car. He tells the second officer that he prefers Jarvis not standing nearby as he conducts the search.
Step back there. No, I don't want him standing right next to me.
Right there. He can't stand next to him.
For what?
Sit right there.
No, man, because this is bullshit, man. I want to talk to somebody, man, because this is I didn't do nothing wrong, man.
You're going to make it worse.
I'm saying I didn't do nothing wrong to y'all, man.
You don't have nothing in here.
I had my seatbelt on, I had everything, y'all harassing me.
I know, but when we observe someone making furtive movements...
I sit up in my arms the whole time, sir.
When we observe furtive movements...
Y'all don't treat me like that, man.
Case law backs it up where we can search where that was, because we don't know if you're hiding weapons, trying to access a weapon.
Come on, I don't have
And if there's nothing there, there's nothing there, man.
Then you go on your way. That's it.
As simple as that.
Somebody, man. No, you can't search my car, man.
Get out of the car.
No, that's good. No, I'm not doing nothing, man. No, don't grab me now.
You're about to go to jail.
Don't grab me, man.
Get out of the car.
Come on, don't do me like that, man.
Get out of the car.
I want to talk to somebody, man.
Get out of the car. You can talk to someone.
Get out.
Hey, y'all see this?
The first officer reaches inside and grabs Jarvis's hand. Despite Jarvis's refusal to leave, a struggle ensues. Jarvis drives away while the officer continues to hold on, resulting in injury to the officer. The first officer falls to the ground, then gets up and begins chasing Jarvis's vehicle on foot. In the footage, the scene transitions to Jarvis's car in a ditch with a police officer standing beside it. Jarvis is observed on the ground, while the officer appears to be holding a weapon aimed at him.
Control units, merge traffic, 3057, Hackbat, LEO.
That car signal 4 at the end of...
You told me, bro. I didn't do anything wrong, man. Get him.
Are you alright? No, that was on Alpha 57, Charlie, get him.
57, get him.
Bevel and Palmetto, signal 4, drive at point.
Bro, you did that.
Pull out! Cut out of the water now!
Bro, you did that, man. Put guns on. Put on him. Put on him. I'll go get him. Put on him. I'll go get him.
Okay.
That is crazy, man. Yo, did that, man.
No, you did it to yourself.
The second officer approaches to handcuff Jarvis and assist him out of the ditch, moving him to the side of the road. Another police vehicle arrives, and they detain Jarvis against the side of the car while searching his pockets. Jarvis spent a year in prison before being found innocent of all charges by a judge, who noted that the stop concluded when he was handed his ticket and was free to go. He has since filed a lawsuit against the Daytona Beach Police Department, alleging a violation of his civil rights during the traffic stop. Officer Justin Cole from the New Haven Police Department was dispatched in response to a 911 call reporting a man who refused to leave the property.
Little lady. Okay. Then she's good. So you guys are going to go. It's not, we're not, she knows the drill. She's going to explain this to you. If this is taking too long, she's going to call me. And
we have 15 minutes total.
Okay.
15 minutes total. So we're not dismantling anything. 15 minutes total. We're taking what we need to get and we're leaving.
Maria.
Can I show you something on the phone?
Only because I don't know which office exactly it is.
Yeah. So come on, let's go, Mr. Marshall.
I'm going with her, right?
Yeah, we're going to wait here.
After you, man.
Sir, I don't know which office it is. You'll have to lead me.
Go ahead. Donna's leading.
Okay. I want you to get your computer.
No, I need to show her all the merchandise.
So, she knows the drill, so if she calls
What exactly are we retrieving? Before we even go in there, what are we retrieving? The computer. So we will retrieve the computer.
No, I need to get some other things out of the office.
No, sir, that's just your computer.
Mr. Marshall, we will retrieve the computer. Anything else you can sue civilly for.
No, I need to get.
And you can take this document and you can bring it to your lawyer and you can sue civilly.
I need to get something out of my
If we're
office.
not on the same page with this, we're going to have a problem. You're not going to be able to get your computer. What we are here to retrieve today is your computer. I will escort you
May I
to
have
the
my
office.
suits so I can go to work?
Upon arriving at the scene, the officer implored the individual to depart from the property. However, before the individual complied, he performed an act that was truly heart-wrenching and worth witnessing.
Yes, it does.
That's where we're frustrated,
But what I'm saying is, what it does, it proves to you that that document, which was never served, which you saw was not there,
All civil.
is not right.
All civil.
And so there is no reason why I can be prohibited from an office. I have a contract. All right, so that's point number one. So you get that. So now, we buy all this material, we get all the brands, we got phone calls to Biden's people.
Mr.
all
Marshall.
Listen to me, sir. I'm trying to articulate it.
The man calmly explained the situation to the officers, but they showed no signs of understanding or empathy.
Straight to the point. Why do you do that with harassment?
He yelled at me and chased me into my office, and I said, sir, leave me alone.
Okay.
And what did he yell at you? Just your name?
He said, Sean, and he starts yelling, Sean, you don't know Sean? And I said, sir, I don't feel comfortable.
Okay. I'll figure that out.
No, but someone will get that white man's license, or we have a problem.
Excuse me?
Sir.
That guy will get embarrassed like I did. One of you three will do it.
Mr. Marshall.
No, I'm fine.
Mr.
One of you
Marshall.
will get that man's license. I will not be embarrassed by the police.
The man seemed frustrated that he was being detained instead of the individual who had harassed him. Despite his explanations, officers doubted his account and overstepped their bounds.
And not get the white man's license, you will get his license.
Stop. Sir, raise your voice one more time. I put on handcuffs. That is the last warning.
Let's be gentlemen and ladylike, and let's go get our items, and let's leave the building.
No, it's war. Brother, you ain't wanted me. Let's go.
You put us out.
We're gonna go.
24 to try to serve.
Mr. Marshall, you do not have to be here for our investigation. It only exacerbates the issue. We want you to leave the building.
No. They tried to get my license yesterday. Hold up, man. Hold up, get off me. Officer, get off me. Get off me. Get off me. No, God.
To escalate matters, the officers were seen striking him in the face, not just once, but 3 times, raising the risk of head injuries and other complications. However, the ordeal didn't conclude there.
That's not fair. Mr. Marshall, please roll over. Mr. Marshall, please roll over. I'm only going to ask you nicely once. Please roll over.
Get your handcuffs out.
Please roll over. Please roll over.
Put the handcuffs on him.
Please
Shut,
roll
stop,
over.
stop. Come on.
Stop.
I'm not getting arrested. I didn't do anything.
Stop.
I'm not gonna hit you.
Please, just stop. Please, it's unnecessary. He's more than welcome to do that. We have a supervisor on the way. We have AMR on the way to come check him out. So we just want to get all of that done and get the investigation done. I'm just asking you. I prefer it because it makes it less chaotic. So less happens when things are less chaotic. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't want to have to call a bunch of officers here because there's a whole bunch of chaos here. You know what I'm saying?
Justin, about 2 minutes out.
I appreciate it.
Even after he was punched 3 times in the face by an officer, they only called their supervisor, as if the supervisor could undo what had already occurred.
So you tell my cops what to do and what not to do, okay? You are under arrest.
What am I under arrest for?
We already told you. We're not going to go repeat it again, okay?
I need my mask. Sir, I need to get my mask. We're COVID.
It's on the ground. I don't believe you want to put that back on your
my
face.
mask.
You want it back on your
We're not
face?
going to give you a mask that's on the floor.
Those are my belongings.
We're going to get it for you. I told you that.
Can I get a hat? My hat is like this. It's cold.
You got his hat?
I got his hat.
Yeah.
Is it all those little baggies here?
That's his stuff. The
The umbrella too, man?
All of those are his?
AT&T.
I'll put them all with his things over here. You said Pastor Brown was on the way?
You guys didn't get hurt or anything like that?
No.
Okay, you guys are all good? Okay.
And then that's his stuff down there.
You said Pastor Brown was on the way?
Yeah, that's his
Because we
pastor
can't
of his
take-
church. The
yeah.
pastor of his church name is Geraldine Brown. Usually when he comes in, he usually comes in with her, so that's how I know.
Okay. Just because maybe they can find a place to put his belongings for the time being, because we're not going to be able to take them. And that's the difficult part is now, that's why we were trying to get him to leave.
Am I able to jot her number down on his phone? Because I don't have her number in my phone.
Was she on her way here, or was
Yeah, but I don't
did you
know
just
how far
notify?
she was coming from. I don't know if she was coming from the church, or I don't know if she was coming from home.
Okay, yeah, we can. I'll talk to him. I'll try to get his phone and try to get the number for you. You know the passcode to his phone? I know you unlocked it a couple times.
1988, 19.
It's all right. I'll ask him.
May I have my wallet back, please?
Right now, you cannot have anything back. It's in our property because you're in our custody.
Go into my wallet.
It doesn't matter. You're in our custody because you're arrested. Okay. I just want you to know I'm locking your phone and I'm putting it on the dashboard so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay?
I'm not sure I understand.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Ma'am, he's insisting I give you his phone, so I'm just going to give that to you just so it's okay.
Call Garrett Cell.
Following the incident, Officer Cole's actions were deemed justified as a response to being kicked, which was considered felony assault. The Civilian Review Board unanimously referred the case to a subcommittee for additional investigation, expressing apprehensions regarding the use of force, while the police justified it as essential for ensuring compliance. The incident ignited discussions on police tactics, particularly concerning individuals displaying signs of mental illness. The body cam footage shows Officer Christopher Robles entering a 7-Eleven and requesting Holly Delton Jones to come outside for a conversation. Jones extends his hand for a handshake, trying to learn the officer's name, but the officer declines to let him touch him.
Hey, buddy, when you get a minute, I gotta talk to you outside. We're just gonna talk to you. But are you done with the?
What's up, bro?
He's done. Let's go outside.
Okay. Yeah, what's going on?
Let's go outside.
Okay, who's your boss? Well, what's going on? What's the problem?
No, get your stuff.
Okay, so what's the problem?
There is no problem. I got a call in reference to, so I want to make sure everything's okay. So we're gonna go outside. That way, no one needs to know your business.
No. You don't even know me like that. I don't even know why you talking about that right there.
Jones approaches the officer for a handshake while requesting his name. However, Robles declines to let Jones touch him, holding up his hands to indicate his reluctance to make physical contact.
Sir. What's your name?
No, I'm all right.
Are you all right, sir?
I'm all right. Don't touch me.
You sure?
Don't touch me.
Are you sure? Okay, I won't touch you.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't touch me.
Jones begins to walk away, heading towards the cashier, with Robles following closely behind. The officer's voice takes on a tone of hostility as he trails after Jones.
The store right now. Okay? Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me. And you need to get. Are you done with him?
No.
All right, so you need to leave the store.
I'll leave what you tell me to.
You need to leave the store. Okay?
You good?
Okay?
You good? All right, let's go.
I didn't do nothing wrong, man. I'm just letting you know.
You're real close to doing something wrong.
All right, man.
Okay?
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Is he done in the store? Do you want him out? What's that? Can't do nothing? Okay. Well, let's go outside and talk. Okay. Then let's go outside and talk. But you're not going to be aggressive and touch me. I'll tell you that right now.
Now, the footage shifts to the perspective of the second officer. Jones agrees to go outside with the police, and he begins to leave.
Outside. He just touched me. Okay?
Right here in front of my car, please. Right here. Stand right there in front of the bumper. In front of the bumper. Stand right there in front of the bumper.
Listen, man. We don't need to.
The footage transitions to the perspective of the second officer. Jones agrees to go outside with the police and starts to leave. Suddenly, one of the officers claims Jones touched him, directing him to stand in front of the patrol car. Jones attempts to return to the store, but both officers pursue him, leading to a struggle at the entrance. Jones tries to flee inside, crying out in fear, but accidentally collides with a glass object, causing it to shatter on the ground. In response, the second officer draws their stun gun and fires at Jones, who cries out in pain and falls to the ground. Robles then restrains Jones, and they move him to the police car. Throughout the ordeal, Robles maintains that Jones had initiated physical contact with him in a violent manner at the outset of their interaction. Holly Delton Jones has filed a civil rights lawsuit in federal court seeking compensation for the infringement of his rights. The court has already ruled that the arrest was unlawful and a violation of his Fourth Amendment rights, according to the lawsuit. On April 24, 2018, Denver police officers conducted a search at Rise Up Community School for a juvenile student suspected of involvement in a weapon incident the prior night. They may have believed their badges granted them ultimate authority, but they soon discovered otherwise.
Like this to figure something out?
Well, how else you want us to park?
At least on the side, let people drive by.
Nah. That's the one perk that we get now.
Have you seen here today? Yeah, he's been in class. Is he here now? Or did he split? As far as I know, he's here now. He would either be up at lunch or just now going back.
It's good to know that illegal parking seems to be a perk for the police. The officers follow some students into the school and inquire about the suspect.
Sorry, sir. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, talk to us. We're pretty sure he's here.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
Wonderful question.
Okay, so basically, I can't let you guys come in and pick him up from school. I can let him know that you're here, and then I can ask him if he wants to talk to you. But if he refuses, then I can't go get him and bring him to you. That's not to say that you can't get him after school hours or anything like that, but that's just our policy.
No, understood.
You know what I mean? Like in terms of so I can let him know, and then what I would say to him is, what I'll message him.
Principal Lucas Ketzer arrived shortly after and informed the police that, according to school policy, he wouldn't be handing over the student they were seeking.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about my kids. I'm not going to talk about the policy.
So if he shot at your kids, though, do you have the same policy?
So I'm just going to say that that's our policy. So you guys, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I'll see. I don't even know if he's in the building, to be honest with you.
Well, that other teacher pretty much implied that he's here. So.
I don't know if he's here. So
I can go with you if you want, but it's
no,
up to
that's
you.
okay.
Have to search the whole of this school.
12 Adam, if we get any other cars coming, if they could just kind of keep an eye on the perimeter. The staff at the school is uncooperative, and they've implied he's here, but they're not cooperating with us. So there's a chance this guy's going to try and get out and exit.
You know what he's wearing? Is he wearing the same?
Yeah, red and white hoodie.
Yeah, I mean, he's not here. He's not. Yeah, I get the position you guys are in. He's not in the building.
Small 15, right? Head that way as well.
Yeah. So.
Thank you.
Yep.
We just need to have the north side.
Is there, like, do you guys have a card? So you should back up. I can let them know, like,
The back that's covered currently, so you have one worker in the back and two officers in front of the Broadway side.
Right, that's what I mean. I mean, that's the message that we give him too. I mean, it's the message that we always give our students, like, right?
Even after the principal informed them that the student was not present in the building, they remained unsatisfied.
Just so you know, that other teacher.
Okay, great. Thank you.
He's here.
Monitoring that. Once we get rebooted.
And then it was like he realized he made a mistake. Oh, wait, you're not talking to the principal. Upon initial contact, we had a teacher that verified that he was here, and then they changed their story and said we had to talk to the principal. Now the principal is denying us access to the school, denying us to look around, and now they're saying he's not here. We believe they're trying to hide him.
The officer essentially accused the principal of sheltering a criminal without conducting a proper investigation. These cops don't take kindly to having their authority questioned.
Do we know if there's any other students inside?
Hey, here with him. I'm gonna grab my shotgun real quick.
What am I doing?
Go in and get the keys to this.
The officers relied on their intuition as their primary investigative technique. Based solely on a hunch that the suspect might be present, they opted to draw their weapons and surround the school.
Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Come out this way, come out this way. Talk to this. Do you have access to get back in? Okay, we may need you.
You want her to go back in?
Nope. They just said not to. You may want to keep her off her phone. She's been on it nonstop since she came out. She's texting them. She's telling them where we're at.
Out of frustration, the officers targeted a school teacher who was exiting the building. She was detained without a clear reason and prohibited from using her phone.
Well, not that we know. I mean,
We'll go keep her right now. Oh yeah. Yeah. Speed's supposed to be closed.
Okay, so can we just take them officers, just check, because they have verification, I have to verify that we don't have an armed suspect. So hold on, what class is he in?
What about these other?
Is he in there? Okay, hold on, or he's supposed to be in there. Okay, you hold on 1 second, before you go in. Okay, let's go ahead, all right.
So this one right here?
You guys know what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, you're on.
Mike Eaton, the chief of safety for Denver Public Schools, arrives at the scene and promptly assumes control of the situation.
Well, there's somebody we're looking for. We're going to just make sure they're not here.
Okay, I'll have.
Get a look at your face real quick. All right. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
it's not you.
It's Mary. It's Mary.
What's that?
He looks a little familiar there. Okay, right there. Look at that picture.
Take off your hat for me, buddy. Stand up for me real quick. Yeah, there's a little resemblance. Yeah, probably. This guy has earrings, too.
Yeah, it's him.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you, all right?
After creating a high-risk scenario, the police proceed with their search for the suspected student.
We're just gonna have to, man. That's the best we can do at this point. Hi, guys. We just need to take a look in the room real quick, okay?
Why?
We need to come in,
Oh,
man.
excuse me,
Ma'am,
sir.
we
I
need to
don't
come in.
think you can put your hands on me.
No, I think we thought it was him earlier, too.
Do you have a reason to be in this room?
We do, man.
We're looking for somebody that's wanted in a shooting. Yes.
Sorry about inconveniencing you. We'll be gone here in a minute, all right?
The police showed little to no respect for the teachers. Providing a brief explanation could have facilitated a smoother resolution.
That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
He shot at his ex-girlfriend last night and her brother
Okay.
in Lakewood, so it's warrant for homicide. So that's what we're here, okay?
Okay.
Yes?
So your officer that pushed me out of the way, can I have his badge number, please?
Mine and
Is that normal practice for Denver police?
I didn't really see him push you out the way. I saw him
Oh.
go by. Push.
Interesting.
Look at me. If he pushed you like that, that's something different. He didn't
Wait,
push
you
you.
can grab.
I think you can go back in now.
Can I go in the front or the back? Or
Either way, whichever you prefer.
Okay, I'll just go.
Sorry about the.
After offering an apology for detaining a teacher, the police depart from the premises. The 17-year-old student, not found on school property, was apprehended several days later. He faced juvenile charges including attempted murder, attempted assault with a weapon, felony menacing, and harassment. The actions of the principal and the classroom teacher were praised by many online. In the chilly streets of Akron, Ohio, Officer John Turner became entangled in a tense confrontation with a suspect named Charles Hicks. What began as a standard police intervention swiftly devolved into a scenario reminiscent of a poorly scripted cop drama.
Right there? Is that him with no shirt on? Yeah. All right. Hey, Charles! Charles, come outside. Did he throw it at you? What's going on, bro? Yeah, he. Hold on. Hey, bro. Hey, arrest me then, bro.
As Officer Turner approached Hicks, Emotions flared. Hicks, visibly worked up and bare-chested, engaged in a verbal altercation with the officer. However, rather than diffusing the tension, Officer Turner opted for a more aggressive approach.
Now, we just want to talk. Arrest me then, bro.
Calm down.
Arrest me then, bro.
Hensley, get off the steps.
Arrest me then, bro.
Get off the steps. Look, man.
The military, bro.
Look, why'd you get down the steps and calm down?
Okay,
Get down.
arrest
Come on.
me. You gonna pull that bullet? You gonna be honest?
Come on. Why don't you come down here and tell us what the problem is?
Listen to what I'm saying to you. If you're not gonna listen to what I'm saying to you, and you're gonna listen to that radio, then be honest. Be honest with yourself. Before you tell him, before you hop on that radio, before you talk to him, see how I listen to him? He's not being honest with himself. I'm not drunk. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, then get out here and talk.
If you gonna
Somebody want to kill somebody, man.
I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. I joined the military.
Okay, great. Get down here. Look, man, there ain't no reason to be out here and talk.
Because he's being disrespectful. I'm talking to you. I'm not
Get down here now.
I'm not 13, sir. I'm talking to you, sir. You're being disrespectful.
Come on.
Excuse me, sir. Can I talk to him?
Yes.
Can I be this? Can I be respectful?
Come down. Get down here.
He's being disrespectful, sir. You came up honest. He's being disrespectful, sir. I'm trying to be honest. I'm not a 13, sir. I'm not a 13, sir.
In a startling demonstration of aggression, Officer Turner forcibly shoved snow into Hicks's mouth, an action as bizarre as it was uncalled for. The incident left bystanders astonished, and Hicks rightfully furious.
Listen to me. You touching me. If you touch me, I'm calling the police.
Just relax.
No, I'm not. Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me, bro. I'm a demon.
Relax. Relax.
Show my sons you gon' 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 show me. See how I take company, y'all, bro. Tell me, look at me, look at me in my eyes.
Put your arms behind your back. Put your arms behind your back.
Tell my sergeant how you. Tell my sergeant, bro. Tell my sergeant.
But Hicks, to his credit, maintained remarkable composure despite the blatant misconduct. He attempted to reason with the officer, albeit unsuccessfully. Officer Turner persisted in asserting his authority in the most disrespectful manner imaginable.
Yes, sir. Here's one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir. I can't breathe, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Listen.
I can't breathe, sir.
Listen.
Yes, sir. I apologize, sir.
Okay.
I really
Now
can't
listen.
breathe.
Hey, relax. I need you to listen.
Please,
I need you to listen.
I really can't breathe.
It's over.
I apologize.
Okay,
sir.
we're gonna roll you. Okay.
Can you please just stand me up? I won't stand up. I won't do nothing.
And we're gonna roll you. He's up to your chest.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Stand up.
In the end, it's a shameful demonstration of power abuse, leading to Officer Turner losing his job. His resignation, driven by public outrage over his unacceptable behavior, marks the appropriate conclusion to a career tainted by wrongdoing and misconduct.
Stay back. Stay back.
It's okay. Hey, Sergeant. Sergeant, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth, Sergeant. Tell them how they lied on me. I apologize, sir. You was right. I don't want no problems. See how my sergeant is? I'm in the military, sir. I'm not trying to cause no problems. Me and my baby mother's got a toy. I apologize to you. If you were right, I don't want no problems.
Meanwhile, Hicks, innocent and victimized, was left to deal with the aftermath, his faith in law enforcement shattered by the reckless actions of one officer. It serves as a sobering reminder that true heroes aren't always in uniform, and that not all officers can be relied upon to uphold justice. On June 18, 2017, a Bridgeton police officer responded to a disturbance involving two intoxicated men who had pushed their car into a gas station, causing a commotion.
Stay in the car.
I'll be in emergency.
Stay in the car. Have a seat in the car.
You're in the car now.
Have a seat. Do you think it's real smart smoking a cigarette at a gas pump?
Out of gas.
Alright, can I see your license?
Yes.
Where are you coming from?
Hopewell.
Hopewell?
Yeah.
Are you sitting here yelling stuff at people?
No.
No?
No.
You been drinking?
No.
No?
I'm just sitting here waiting for gas.
Okay. Where are the keys at for the vehicle?
On the dash.
In the dash. How much you had to drink? Anything?
No. I'm just sitting here for gas.
Wait right here. Put your cigarette out. You're at the gas pumps.
John Greer arrived at the scene, and the two officers conferred to determine their next course of action.
No operation. There's an open bottle on the floor, empty whiskey bottle. So they're out of gas. All they gotta say is they pushed it here and then drank because they were waiting for it to open up. I don't know how long they've been here.
Right.
Keys are on the dash, not in the ignition. No intent at this point.
Correct.
Maybe just hit them with the open container. I just want to make sure that we're on the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, keys are on the dash, you're on private property. You don't have operation, you don't have intent.
Yeah.
After the officer left to write a ticket for driving with an open container, John was left to monitor the two intoxicated individuals, and it was immediately evident that they did not get along.
I'm gonna spray you. Stay in the vehicle.
You can spray me. I don't.
Just stay in the goddamn vehicle.
Military trained.
Okay, stay in the vehicle, sir. Is what it is.
By civil rights
Shit, I'm
law,
name for 6,
you
please.
can't even question a passenger in a motor vehicle.
All right, since you're the lawyer, sir.
Well, guess what?
So you find a deal
Let
for
the
him
officer
as well.
do what he has to do, okay?
Guess what? You guys, we're going Walnut Creek.
What's that?
We're down on Walnut Creek.
What about it?
We're going Walnut Creek.
I don't know, cars. What's that?
What's your name and badge number on the ticket?
So, okay. My name's Officer Greer.
John left briefly, but he returned to the station shortly after, as the situation escalated when someone reported that the ticket he issued had been upgraded to a DUI.
He says he's gonna have his son call. Hey!
There it is.
Hey!
Rather than acknowledging the opportunity to remove a drunk individual from the streets based on probable cause, Officer John returned to the gas station furious, making threats.
That's it. Lock him up. Ron, step back. Step back. Step back. Do you want to feel pain, sir?
You're under arrest.
I told you to not do that.
You're under arrest. I have to pull it over.
No, you were to sit there, just like you were instructed to.
Step back.
Please put on my
Come with me right now,
Yes, sir.
or you're gonna end up face down on the goddamn ground. You got me.
You had plenty enough chances. Ow. Good.
60 John's Mall.
I have nothing on me. I don't do drugs.
I don't give a. You were given enough chances.
You were told to let your friend take care of you.
How's he going to
by calling his son?
You were told to sit there while he
He's
got a
coming.
ride.
Let's go.
Okay, you did
Let's
not have to move.
You're under arrest. Let's go. You were told.
And the yelling didn't cease there. John had something more in store. Well, in his hand.
What am I under arrest?
Get in the car! Car! Sorry, Ron. You all right?
Yeah, caught on the side of the head, but get in the.
I'm gonna
you gotta get him. You gotta,
there. How do you like it now? Now get in the goddamn car. Now.
Yes, sir.
Now.
Getting sprayed twice in the face without resisting must sting, literally. One would hope that one of the many good apples would intervene, wouldn't they?
Pull your legs in. Now. I'm gonna give it to you again.
Copy.
Pull your leg in. Now. The other leg. Both legs.
Easy with the door. He's got a bad hip, watches.
Okay. Pull your other leg in.
Pull your left leg up.
Okay.
At the station, John lied in his report, claiming that the victim had refused to get into the patrol car when he sprayed him the first time.
Get in the car!
Seriously? Claiming that the second blast of pepper spray hadn't touched the man's face? Really? He would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for his body camera. John was charged with violating an individual's civil rights and falsifying a record in 2023. He pleaded guilty to violating an individual's civil rights, and his sentencing is still pending. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.